Welcome back to another Chatting with Wisdom. Geegado, Megwan, spirit name for Talking Feather Women. And that is some also known as Rollie, Allaire, holistic life and wellness coach. And so I'm super excited to see a few new people that have actually joined the challenge. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And so if you have not yet joined the challenge, so we are doing the 30-day gratitude challenge and we are on the first week. We have completed week 1. We have done 7 days as of now. So congratulations to everybody who has joined me on this challenge. And so, and welcome to our new people that have just joined us. So if you have not yet joined the challenge and you're wanting to join the challenge, so we are doing 30 days of gratitude, and it's not too late to sign up. And it's free to sign up, and all that's going to happen is that you're going to join in the challenge. I invite you to come in and join our community and share within our community what is it that is, how are things going in terms of your prompts, what it is that's going on, and being able to bring that forward. And so how did the gratitude challenge start? So the gratitude challenge started, I believe, back in 2018 when I first made it public and shared it out. But I started the gratitude challenge for myself back in 2015 when I was at a very low point and really needed to figure out how to be able to get those 2 feet on the ground and allow myself to be able to move forward. And so, and that's where the gratitude challenge emerged from, is that it started off then, I was doing it, and then I decided that on April 1st every year that I will start a gratitude challenge. Sometimes I will do it throughout the year at different times as well, but always consistently 100% of the time on April 1st, where we actually get to tap into that gratitude. As the year goes on, we start off and we start off great, and we're like super strong in terms of like all the things that we're doing, and then we just kind of peter off. And so April 1st is that reminder for me of being able to get started. So my birthday month is all about gratitude and tapping into that gratitude. And so starting on April Fool's Day, we come through and go through each one of the prompts. So if you have not yet signed up and you want to, then I invite you to just start where you are. So like today is April 7th. And so it is, so start on day 7. And then when April 30th comes around, and so then come May 1st, then I invite you to go back to the first few days that you've missed, and just be able to cycle it through. You can just go ahead and start on day 1 and come through, and that's fine too. But I always find that it's so much more fun to be able to connect. I love receiving the messages of like, hey, this is what I'm grateful for today. And these are the, and this is what it is that's going on for me. So I invite you to join us in our Soul Support Sisterhood, which is our community on Telegram. So I invite you to come in, and the only way that you have access to that link is by signing up to the gratitude challenge and coming in and joining us there. So anyway, today is Good Friday. So for anybody who celebrates Good Friday, this is a day off for most. And so very interestingly though, is that, or at least it is in Canada, I don't know anywhere else, but very interestingly though, is that we have seen so many people, or I have seen so many people that are still working today. So entrepreneurs, I actually went and got my hair cut. So I rescheduled from Wednesday when it was storming, and she's like, oh, what about Friday? And I'm like, Friday? It is a holiday. And she's like, yeah, that's okay. I'm going to be here anyway. So she was there, and I had a meeting this morning at 9 a.m. and I have a client that's coming in shortly. And that one was a moved appointment as well. So yeah, so really interesting to see how many people are working. So if you are working, love to hear that. Let me know if you are still working today, if it's supposed to be a scheduled day off for you. If you're working because you're supposed to be working, then, but just really curious to know who's working that is supposed to be off. So today's prompt is about our accomplishments. So the live stream title is celebrating your accomplishments. And so we do not do enough of that. We do not celebrate our wins. We do not those little wins. And I don't mean the gigantic ones. So like obviously we celebrate when we graduate. We celebrate when we get our driver's license. We celebrate when we're getting married, right? Like all of these things are we celebrate all those big wins, but I'm talking about our little wins, our things that we like our little things that we do. So being able to like cheer ourselves up that we got our bed made today or that we've done the laundry today. Like these are all wins. These are all things that, yeah, it's part of our routine. It's part of what it is that we do. But it's really important for us to be able to acknowledge the things that we actually accomplish, because we have such a long to-do list, or at least most of us do have such a long to-do list of all the things that we have to get done. And we look at the list of the things that we need to get done, and we forget to look at the list of the things that we've done. And so really important for us to be able to remember that. So today's prompt is, in a world where we have many expectations imposed on us, what is your biggest accomplishment? And so I was really having trouble trying to figure out like which one do I think is going to be my biggest accomplishment that I'm going to share. So like if I was going to say this tomorrow, then I may have a different one. If I was going to do this yesterday, then I may have a different one. So it all depends on where things are at. So today, when I was actually looking at all the things of accomplishments that I've done, is I was thinking, oh, well, I've been like working on getting my website stuff ready and the new system, and I got like all these little things done, and like this is really great. And there's, of course, I look at the list and there's still like a whole lot of things to do, but then I was like, no, like what? Like, let's tap into this a little bit deeper. Let's tap into this and take a look a little further. And so when I actually think about like not the surface stuff, like what's my biggest accomplishment is my women's conference. And so, yes, that happens in March, and that happens annually. And we've done 6 of them so far. And each one of them look different than the other in terms of like successes and what that looks like. And this year, my biggest, and not just this year, but like my biggest accomplishment over the entire span of the last 6 years is bringing together women from around the world. And so it is a Women Inspiring Women Conference. And each and every year, I am so inspired by the women who attend. So I'm inspired by the women who speak and present and share, but the women who attend, so the women who have that are signing up so that they can get something out of this weekend, I get so much from these women. And so it is being able to gather these women from around the world and bringing them together where we actually get to have an understanding of like, yeah, I'm like that too, or yeah, I can relate to you. And even like, so there was one particular person during the conference who has done lots of work on themselves, and it's always life learning, so it doesn't stop. And but one of the things is in terms of like insights and things that came up for her. She's like, wow, I didn't realize that like I've got this next level. I'm ready for this next level to be shed. And so it was so super inspiring, so super awe-inspiring to be able to see somebody who's got their shit together, who is looking at some new things, and so and a deeper level of whatever it is that's going on. So yeah, so that is my biggest accomplishment, is bringing women from around the world for our annual Women Inspiring Women Conference. So that is mine. So what is yours? Really curious to know how things are going. And so I will be back on tomorrow for another daily prompt, and I will share mine. So I'm inviting you to share yours. Bye. Talk to you guys soon.